to be Tarot Owl. Today we're going to be doing your weekly reading for September 20th through the 26th. So shuffle your cards and begin. We'll be pulling 3 tarot cards and 1 animal oracle card for your spirit animal, power animal to come through and give you some advice as well through the week. Okay. So you got the Ace of Swords, Six of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. Alright, let's shuffle these up and see what animal spirits coming through to give you a message as well. Ooh, got the Fox spirit. The Fox is telling you to think on your feet. Alright, well, let's get into your tarot reading and then we'll get into the Fox. Alright, we'll just put the Fox right here. Okay, now, let me get these out of the way. Okay, the Ace of Swords is showing that there's a... Aces are all about new beginnings. The hand is coming out of a gray cloud here, which means there's brightness, and a lot of brightness is coming out of some situation that maybe you had been in the past, or a few weeks ago, last week, yeah, whatever that situation is for you. There's being an offer coming in with this hand holding up the sword, and the sword is all about cutting, and swords are of the air, so the air is cutting through negativity, cutting through a bad situation, and wanting to start a new a fresh new start this week. As the Ace of Swords is all about a fresh new start, and cutting through the crap that was going on back here in the clouds. So you're going to have a bright new beginning this week. And then we move on to your Six of Wands here. And you can see there's a laurel wreath here on top of this wand, and the laurel wreath around his head, which is which represents fairness and good spirits, and you're riding along on your horse here because there's some friends over here. They're all holding the wands up because you had just this card is telling you to celebrate coming out of this dark cloud here, because that's exactly what he is doing. You're riding along on the horse here, and you got all your friends or family and acquaintances. They're all cheering you on, and you're holding your staff high and you're sitting proud. So again, just showing that you're still going to be, carrying on through the week. Be proud of how far you've come and what you've reached. And don't forget that this, leave it behind in the dust cloud here. You're done cutting through it all, your bright light shining now. You're coming up and holding this crown up here with the laurel leaves as well, coming down off the sword, which is also here. So, well, let's see what this one here. Now you have the Five of Pentacles. Now the Five of Pentacles is showing that, again, that there was some darkness, but there is some bright light here. And, you know, it's just trying to remind you here. Then the last card is trying to remind you, although you may have, although you're happy, and you're happy and you're glad here, sitting tall on your horse, a new beginning this week. Don't look back. Don't look back at what all this darkness, all what was back in that cloud. It's coming through. You just keep, even though you may not feel that you've won, or you've come out of it. Just keep trudging along here. Because look at this stained glass window in this church. All these beautiful coins. All this pretty light. It wants to shine out towards you. So, yeah, just keep moving. But then again, also remember that, glory doesn't last. Glory doesn't last forever. So, don't get stuck up in your ego about all your glory and that all the glory of the situation, though. Just remember, because you don't want to fall back. You don't want to fall back into the darkness and gloom, and trudge along slowly and hobbling along like this said person here, and looking down and depressed. You want to keep looking towards the coins, looking towards the light. And remember that you did make it so far through that rough time. And, this is a week for a new beginning, but doesn't want you to fall back. Don't fall back into this. Save your glory. Keep your glory. Of you winning your situation and your support from your friends. But, don't get so high on your horse that you forget, because you don't want to fall back down into here. You have to be nice, not be nice, but I don't know the word to use, but just remember to be, I'm just going to say be nice, because that's what came to me. So just remember to be nice and generous, courteous to others. Alright, so now we got the fox here, and it says, think on your feet. Now that is plays in quite well with your week here as well. Think on your feet. Don't be stuck up in the clouds. Don't be stuck up in the clouds, high on your horse. I mean, sure, celebrate and have a wonderful time of this new beginning happening this week. But you think on your feet. Okay, it's just like this. See, they're walking along here, hobbling along. He's got a sore leg, he's got a sore foot, he's using crutches. She's walking through the snow with no shoes on. So the fox is here to tell you, think on your feet. Don't go back into this dark cloud here. Don't go back into the dark cloud where you're going to be trudging along. Just think about how far you came and where you can go, not think how far you've come and where you can go, not where you've been and how you got to where you've been. Just remember that you're up, you rode through that. You have a lot of hope and support from your friends, and you rode the high horse here. You got over that. It's a new beginning. So the fox is telling you that exactly the same thing as these three cards here are representing as well. Fox spirit, they're foxes. A lot of people think of them as being tricksters, but they're a very clever animal and loving, caring animal. The canine species here, and beautiful colors in them, and they do. When they run, they'll dodge this way, jump up on something, then twist around real quick and jump back this way and jump on here. It's to put their scent all over in different spots. So whatever hunting them, won't catch them as quickly. Fox are very sly, so that is what the fox is telling you, to think on your feet. Go from place to place to place to place. Don't be stuck and wallowing in the darkness, stuck in the snow. Just keep moving. All right. Okay, Aquarius, that's your reading. You have a wonderful day, and we'll see you again. Bye now.